Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to another wonderful moment on Radio Enterprise Moments with Chinemerem. That's business show on radio where we'll talk about your dreams and aspirations, your business goals, and all that you want to achieve with your business. And it's a new year. This is our first show for the year. So it's not bad to say Happy New Year. Yes, how was your celebrations? I guess we are all free from the hustles and bustles of the new year. I guess we actually had fun through last year, and now we are back to business. Yes, back from the January burials and trying to sort out our life and what we need to do. And yes, back to business. Back to business. What are our business goals? I'm sure we've set our goals. We've set our New Year resolutions. We've set all that we want to do. I guess all that we want to do for this new year. So what's your plan for the new year? What do you want to do? What are those things that you are looking at that you feel that you want to achieve? I guess it's all working. But before then, we need to talk on something very, very important. We need to actually see how we could actually make this 2006 to work for you, to work for your business. That's why this afternoon, we're going to talk on something very important, something that will help you to plan properly for the new year, something that will help you to actually structure what you are doing. Yes, it's not just about trying to do your New Year resolutions. Now we are looking at beyond the New Year resolutions, what do you do to ensure that you run a sustainable business, that you make sure that by December 2026, that you don't ask that normal questions that we used to ask. What actually happened to my money? So that's why we are here today, this afternoon, to talk about a very important topic. We want to talk about how will you, in 2020, in this year 2026, will you keep chasing cash? Or will you finally build a real business? Do you want to chase cash in 2026? Which probably that's what we've been doing for the past 3, 4, 5 years. But for the past 1 year, we continue chasing money, hustling. Or in 2026, do you intentionally want to build a business? That's the things we are going to talk about today. It's going to be a very hard and honest conversation. Remember to invite your friends, invite your colleagues, share this message, share it so that someone, a business owner, an entrepreneur, someone that is eager to build something different this 2026 becomes a part of this conversation. Remember, we can always put up your comments on the live chats at Chinemerem Ogwegwe on Facebook, or you can also call us live on radio on 070-6538-1320. 070-6538-1320. If you're a trader, if you're a fashion designer, if you're a farmer, if you're a freelancer, even if you are doing a side hustle, or you are someone that is thinking about starting something this year, then do not touch this dial. This episode is definitely for you. I'm going to start with this small story. There's someone listening to me right now. Let's call her name Ada. Ada works very hard. She sells every day. Money enters her hand almost daily. Yes, her business gives her money every day. She gets out to the shop, she makes daily money, and she comes back. Every day she has money in her hands. But ask Ada how much she made last year. She doesn't know. Ask her, how much profit did you make last year? She's not sure about that. And ask her if she could actually stop working for 2 weeks. She will look at you and actually smile. Ada is not lazy. Ada is not stupid. Ada is just chasing cash. She's not building a business. Ada has money in her hands. There is money every day. She is certain that in the next day, the next 1 or 2, 3 days, there is always money to solve her problems. But sit her down and ask her the details about her money, about the numbers. She doesn't know. And ask her if she runs a successful business. She will tell you yes. But ask her, how much have you been able to make in the last 1 year? She might not be able to answer that. Ask her for her numbers. She might not be able to answer that. Sadly, many of us are like Ada. In the businesses that we do, we might not be able to give tentative answers to some of these questions. Yes, we are doing business. Yes, we are running a successful business. Yes, our business pays our bill. But when we ask these questions, it's very, very hard to answer. That is what chasing cash looks like in a business. When you are chasing cash, you focus on your daily sales. You price anyhow because you need quick money. And when you want to sell, you sell because probably you need cash to solve a problem. You don't have records. There is no growth plan for your business. You don't have a structure for your business. If you don't show up in business, everything stops. Something happens to you in 1 week, you are not around to do the business stops functioning. You are jittery about leaving the shop or the office because you are not sure if the people there might be able to run the business. This is what it looks like to chase cash in business. Then, building a real business. What does it actually look like? You know your costs and your profits. For every sale you want to make, you know this is how much it cost me. Putting everything into perspective, this is the amount of profits that I need in this business to maintain and sustain the business. Then you have repeat customers. The customers that will buy today, buy tomorrow, and want to buy again and again because they believe in your product. They believe in your business. Also, you are thinking 6 months. You are thinking where your business will be in the next 1 year. You are thinking 3 years ahead. And you are not just thinking, you are planning ahead. So you don't live for the moment. You are not living for the moment. You don't look towards ensuring that your daily bills are being met, you are also planning for tomorrow. You are planning for the future that you see for your business. You have systems that are working even when you are resting. So you are intentional about building systems. You are not just working, but you are intentional building systems that will serve even when you are not around. Most importantly, your business can grow beyond you. So you are building a business that will grow beyond you, that will grow beyond your existence. You are planning a business that even when you are not there tomorrow, even when you die, the business can independently run on its own. Let me ask you honestly, if you leave your business for 14 days, would that business still be working? Look at yourself, check yourself very well, and answer this question from within. If for 2 weeks, there is need for you not to get into your business, would that business still be working? If you really want to build your business in this 2026, if you want to focus more on building your business, not chasing cash, if you want to be intentional and you are eager to build a business in 2026, there are some shifts you need to make in that your business, in that your hustle, to help you to achieve that. First is that you need to move from hustle to strategy. You should stop waking up and reacting. You should not just wake up in the morning and prepare to go to shop and look forward for the customers that will come to shop today so that you can sell. You should stop looking forward to just coming to work and see what today will be, or see who will come knocking, or see the opportunities that will come at your doorstep. You should start planning your day. You should start planning your week. You should start planning your month. You should start planning your year. Now that we are in a new year, this is January, what are your goals for the year? What benchmark are you setting for your business for this 2026? What customers are you looking at for 2026? What do you feel that if you do, it will gain you more customers? What approach do you feel that if you put in place in 2026, it will attract new customers to you? This is what is called strategy. Nobody, no business wins without a strategy. So you should be very intentional about building a strategy. For your staff, what strategy are you putting in place for them to sell? For them to attract new customers? For them to ensure customer satisfaction? For every customer that walks into your office or that walks into your shop? Number 2, start shifting from selling to building systems. Who records sales? Or once there is sales, oh, thank God we made sales today. Oh, thank God we had sales, at least we have money in our pockets. You should shift from that mentality. There should be systems. Who handles the customers? Sometimes we always say, oh, is it only me? It's just me. My business is just starting. I'm actually just trying to grow this business. I'm struggling. It's only me. When it's only you, it's the best time to even create a system around what you do. When you are the only person that is running that business, create a system around it. It's way much easier. Create system for accounting, create system for sales, create system for the operation. So at every point in time, when you are wearing a particular hat in your business, you know the hat you are wearing. Yes, you can be the only person in your shop running your business, trying to survive. Now, when you look at what you do in the morning, you could assume the position of the cleaner in your office. So when you come in the morning, you clean. You give yourself time. Then after cleaning, you assume the role of an accountant in your office. Now you look at your papers, look at your previous sales. If there are accounts you need to reconcile, you reconcile them. If there are records you need to keep, you keep them. After that, you get to the heart of being the marketer in your business. Now you get into the marketing, market your products and services. Attend to customers. When you break these systems and you know what you are doing in business, it helps you that whoever that comes into your business, there is a role that person is coming into. Not just to come and help you sell. So be intentional about creating systems in your business.
Hello.
Let's quickly take this call. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
ABS, right?
Yes, this is ABS.
Are you on the program now?
Yes, I'm live on the program.
I want to see the Roman talk. Hello?
We're on a business program. That means you're not listening to us. We're on a business program, okay? So, you say when you move from sales to systems, create systems around what you do is very important. Even when you are running a one-man business, it's only you that is doing the business. Create systems around it. It's much more easier when you are the only person running the business and you are intentional about creating systems about what you do. Then number 3 shift you also need to imbibe in your business is from guessing to knowing. Don't guess your success. Don't guess profits. Don't guess your cash flow. Know your numbers. You started business with 100,000. How far have you been moving? In 3 months, how much have you been able to make? If you look back at that, your business, that 100,000 you started business, is it still intact? Is it growing? If it's growing, at what level? At what percentage does it grow? Don't just guess. We see a lot of people that live by the day. Once you go to your business or you do a supply, all the bills that you've been waiting to pay, that's the best time to pay those bills. But if you are observant and you know what you do, you probably made a profit of like 10,000 in that sales. But you've actually made an expense of 15 or 20,000. What does it mean? You've started encroaching into your capital without your knowing it. Believing that the next sale that you do, probably you will make 20,000 or 15,000. Living on assumption. You cannot assume to do business on assumption this 2026. You need to be intentional. Know your numbers. One of the advantages of knowing your numbers is that it will help you to cut your lifestyle. When you know that you made a promise of 10,000 naira, and that profit, inside that profit, there are lots of things that goes on into that profit. It will make you, there are some lifestyles. You know that, no, I'm still building. I don't need to get to this level of lifestyle because I'm building. When others probably want to go and flex and do a lot of things, you understand that any flexing I'm going into, I'm eating my capital and it's not good for my business growth. This could only happen when you know your numbers, when you quit guessing. and you are intentional about knowing, when you don't assume in your business, that is when you'll be able to look at this and understand it. When you also, another important shift you also need to do this 2026, if you want to build your business, is to move from a lone ranger to having support. Don't feel you can do it alone. You can do everything alone. For 2, 3, 4 years, you've been doing the same thing. You've been the only person in your business. You've been doing everything alone, and you want to succeed. No serious business grows alone. You need mentorship. You need training. You need to network. You need to stay in communities where they talk about business. Programs like this, you need to listen to it. Not just coming across it, but being intentional that by 2:30 every Sunday, I'm listening to this program. If there are community hangouts, if there are networking opportunities, I'm going to be part of it. Build a network, a business network, where you share opinions with other business owners. Be intentional about getting mentors who you talk to. Stop talking to your friends. When they advise you, they are not advising you from a professional perspective. They want to talk with you on how they feel and not what it is. And sometimes most friends, when you talk to them, they advise you from a place of jealousy than a place of objectivity. That thing they feel that they might not be able to do, you want to do it. They wouldn't want you to come across or do it. So learn to be in the right space. Talk with the right people. Let the right people talk with you. Be intentional about building. I think you also remember that at Joseph Renaissance Academy, part of the things that we do is that we do mentoring for business owners. We help business owners put those ideas into business, and we also help you to structure your business. We have incubation hubs where you could come and be with us for some period of time, and we'll talk about your business. We'll talk about how to help you grow. We have activities and events that you could be a part of to help you grow. These are the things that you'll be very, very intentional in doing in this 2026. Don't just leave. Don't just go into business pursuing cash. Aiming to make money is not a good objective of going into business. Be intentional about building your business. And this year, 2026, we are going to be very intentional about working with entrepreneurs and business owners that wants to be very intentional in building their brand and business this 2026. People that don't just want to make money, but want to build sustainable businesses. So keep a date with us on this channel. Reach out to us and ensure that you're intentional in building that business of your dream come this 2026. This year, I will call it a day, this Sunday. Keep living, have a productive week, and join us next Sunday on Enterprise Moments with Chinemerem. Have a lovely week.